Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Brad, I'm 24 years old, I'm from Cape Town, South Africa, and I'm a creative entrepreneur helping and working with 6 to 8 figure entrepreneurs build impactful personal brands. I'm launching this channel to share my lessons along the way, the insights and different things that I've learned with building an authentic personal brand, but also the insights I've gained from working with these high level entrepreneurs. And I'm wanting to help you have all the resources needed to build an impactful personal brand that fuels your life rather than consumes it. For those that don't know me, I built my personal brand and Instagram page to over 58,000 followers in just under 6 months, and worked with high-level entrepreneurs as well as established brands in the space. And for those of you that are coming from Instagram, I'm super fucking stoked to have you here. I know a lot of you have been wanting to have a lot more longer format content, trainings, behind the scenes. So that's a big reason as to why I'm creating this channel and going to be creating these videos. Either way, like whether you know me or you don't, I'm so grateful that you are taking the time and energy to watch this and to join me on this journey, because I'm super excited for this next chapter of building and creating content. And I've got some very exciting things in the works, which I'm going to be announcing soon. So this is going to be a form of me being able to document it and share more of the raw reality as everything is built out. So to tell you the truth, I've been thinking of doing YouTube for a really long time, but I've been overcomplicating it and overthinking it so much. I've been thinking of needing to have a perfect production and these crazy edits, or doing these graphics on like an iPad. Like, I've been thinking of all these different things. And I came to the realization the other day that I really just want this channel to be a place where I can be myself and I can share authentically and be real, and not needing to, script a perfect video or fit my whole message into 30 seconds. That's my dog. Um, but riff off a little bit and share like the actual insights and the lessons that I'm learning to hopefully give you the resources needed so you can, build a brand that you're proud of, build a brand that allows you to live the life that you want to live. Yeah, and while I've had a lot of like hesitation towards actually just creating this video and building this channel, I think a big part of my message is like being authentic and doing things even though it feels uncomfortable, and taking that step to put yourself in situations that feel like there might be a little bit of friction, but starting still before you're ready, starting before it's perfect. And that's exactly what this is like. There's this sense of discomfort for sure, but I'm starting it now because I know I won't really ever feel ready to start it, you know? And it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be the perfect time. So I may as well do it now. Just letting go of the sense of perfectionism to just create and be in the process of creating. Yeah, I feel like, on Instagram, I landed up finding my groove pretty easily. Through trial and error and testing different things, like I was able to find a style that worked for me. And I feel like on YouTube, there's just been this pressure. I've maybe like put it on a bit of a pedestal of needing to live up to certain expectations and have like crazy production, crazy edits. But that friction has been putting me off it. So as I create more videos, as I go through this process, I'll be finding my style and I'll be bringing you guys along the journey of how I'm doing that personally. So just to give you a bit of context into me, born and raised in Cape Town, South Africa, and back in 2022, so actually reverse, like 2021, I became a full-time, not full-time, I became a yoga teacher. I did my 200 hours and my 300-hour teach training. And I was living in Cape Town. I was working as a pizza delivery boy, a waiter, and a yoga teacher. And I was barely making enough to actually live life. And I then in 2022 after everything with lockdown and whatnot was lifted, I decided I wanted to go to Sweden, um, to travel, to experience the world a bit. And when I left and I started traveling, I basically left my whole identity behind. And this gave me the space to really become who I wanted to be and to explore new things. But it was also really scary at the same time. So I went through this whole, almost like a crisis of like finding this new identity of who I wanted to be. That's when I landed up finding content creation. And my journey of content creation and entrepreneurship hasn't been a linear one. There's been loads of ups and downs, you know. I found entrepreneurship as a means to travel, or as a means to, like, I saw the freedom that it could give me. I wanted the ability to be able to travel the world, to work from anywhere. And I saw this as like a way to achieve that. So I did short form editing, I did Facebook ads for real estate agents, I did a TikTok UGC agency, and all of these things allow me to build the skills that I now have. And I landed on building personal brands. I went all into content creation, and then within the past like 6 months or 7 months now, my entire life just 180'd. You know, it was like this exponential curve that all the failures that I went through and the the trials and the testing of these different things allowed me to accumulate the skills needed to be successful with this. I'm not some guru that is going to be here preaching you like this is how you need to do things. I'm just someone who has gone through the process of learning and understanding how to really express myself authentically and share my message and find my voice. And I'm going to help you do the same with this channel. I'm going to help you understand how you can build a real personal brand and not have to be confined or be someone online. You know, for a long time I struggled with needing to be someone online, and it stopped me from creating, it stopped me from building something impactful because I was trying to be seen as the certain person. And as soon as I let go of that and allowed myself to just like be who I wanted to be, everything changed. And so I'm really excited to share these lessons with you and more of the journey. You know, as I create more of these videos, you'll get to know me better, I'll get to know you better. And this channel is really here to be based off of helping you. I would love for you to comment on the videos, let me know what you're struggling with, what you want to learn about, what you find would be valuable for where you are at in your journey, and I'll do my best to make valuable content that can help you get to that next stage. I guess that goes into the expectations for this channel. And really, this channel is for creators, entrepreneurs, coaches, professionals who are wanting to build impactful personal brands, who are wanting to build a business, a brand that fuels your life rather than consumes it. If that's not you, like, you know, no hard feelings. Please feel free to unsubscribe. Please, yeah, maybe, you know, find someone else who's going to help you on your journey. But if that is you, please subscribe, join the journey, join this movement of being real, authentic, and sharing your, you know, powerful message and the knowledge and information that you have to share that can really help people. For me personally, I'd rather have a small group of a small community of people who are really like, who really resonate with the message and the movement, and just a tight-knit community of absolute savages who are ready to take social media and the online space by storm. For the content, like, this is really a space for me to, you know, dive deep into topics, to ramble on a little bit. I enjoy talking, I enjoy teaching, and sometimes it's really difficult to stuff that into a 30-second or 60-second reel. So this gives me the space to be able to do that and go more in depth and document more, you know. The content here is not always going to be perfectly polished. You know, sometimes it might just be me sitting down speaking to the camera, other times it could be vlogs, like behind the scenes type content. I'm really going to experiment and enjoy with the process of different ways of creating and different ways of storytelling and, you know, sharing this valuable information. But what I can promise you is that it's always going to be authentic. Like what you see on this channel is going to be me through and through, and I'm going to be as transparent, raw, open, and honest as I possibly can. That goes to say that your comments, your interactions are going to influence this channel dramatically. You know, I'm going to be creating stuff to really help you guys as much as possible along your journey. So please subscribe, comment, join me on this journey. And yeah, I'd love to just connect with you guys. You can always message me on Instagram as well, we can chat there. But I really just want to help you as much as I possibly can, because I wish I had that on the start of my journey. You can expect three main types of content on the channel. One being like strategic frameworks, processes, systems to build a powerful personal brand. Two is going to be Bieber. It's going to be more about, it's going to be more behind the scenes content, you know, the reality of building a creative business, the thought processes I'm going through, and more of like sharing the journey so you see the whole process. And then the last one is going to be like mindset shifts, you know, shifts that have allowed me to go from being a waiter and pizza delivery boy, yoga teacher, amalgamation, to leaving my home country, traveling, building a personal brand and a business that allows me to create a life that I've always wanted. If you're an entrepreneur, a creator, someone that is wanting to build a really impactful, authentic personal brand that fuels your life rather than consumes it, please subscribe, comment, let me know what type of videos you guys want to see. With that somewhat of a ramble introduction out the way, I just want to say I'm super grateful to have you on this journey with me. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.